Today, we're diving deep into one of Russia's most enigmatic and enduring aerial guardians, the MiG-31 Foxhound. This isn't just a relic from the Cold War, it's a supersonic sentinel that's evolved into a hypersonic harbinger, protecting vast swaths of Russian airspace and projecting power in ways that keep Western strategists up at night. Buckle up as we unpack its origins, capabilities, and why it remains a force to reckon with in 2025, complete with in-depth comparisons to its peers and analytical insights into its strategic role. Let's start at the beginning. Born in the late 1970s amid escalating tensions with NATO, the MiG-31 was Mikoyan's answer to the U.S. SR-71 Blackbird and emerging stealth threats. Entering service in 1981, it was designed not as a dogfighter, but as a high-altitude interceptor capable of patrolling Russia's immense borders, from the Arctic to Siberia, where distances dwarf those in Europe. At nearly 20 kilometers 12 miles altitude, it reigns supreme, armed with missiles that scream at Mach 10, turning it into a strategic fortress guarding against any intruder. To put this in perspective, compare it to the U.S. F-15 Eagle, which tops out at Mach 2.5, but lacks the MiG-31's sustained high-altitude endurance, making the Foxhound ideal for vast, remote theaters, where quick response over thousands of kilometers is key. The heart of its dominance lies in its twin Soloviev D-30F6 engines, pumping out a staggering 34,000 lb-f of thrust with afterburners, propelling it to Mach 2.3 faster than most jets can dream without shredding their engines. This beast can sustain supersonic speeds for hours, a feat rivaled only by the retired Blackbird. Its 200-kilometer combat radius, stretchable to 3,000 kilometers with in-flight refueling on the MiG-31DZ variant, lets it dominate the stratosphere, chasing down cruise missiles or shadowing Western recon planes like the RC-135 over the Arctic. In intercept missions, its speed lets it close gaps in minutes, neutralizing threats before they breach vital zones, a capability NATO lacks in a single platform. Analytically, this speed advantage shines in asymmetric scenarios. While the Eurofighter Typhoon matches in agility at subsonic speeds, the MiG-31's Mach 2.83 burst allows it to dictate engagement terms, evading SAMs like Patriot batteries that struggle with hypersonic kinematics. But the MiG-31's evolution into a modern menace is where it gets truly thrilling. Enter the MiG-31K variant, armed with the Kh-47M2 Kinzhal hypersonic missile, a weapon that travels at Mach 10 with a 2,000-kilometer range, capable of obliterating air bases or infrastructure in mere minutes. This missile, with its nuclear-capable warhead options, shifts the MiG-31 from pure defense to offensive deterrence, as seen in Ukraine, where it struck key targets like ammo depots from standoff ranges, bypassing layered air defenses, in the Arctic, where geopolitical stakes rise with melting ice caps and resource grabs. The MiG-31 patrols relentlessly, its high-altitude perch and long legs deterring U.S. B-2 incursions or Norwegian P-8 Poseidon flights. Strategically, this versatility mirrors Russia's hybrid warfare doctrine, blending conventional intercepts with hypersonic strikes to offset NATO's numerical edge. Compare to the U.S. F-35, which excels in stealthy BVR beyond visual range, but can't match the Kinzhal's speed. The MiG-31K forces adversaries into reactive postures, compressing decision loops in peer conflicts. The real magic, though, is its Zaslon radar, the world's first phased array system on a fighter, debuting in 1981 and still cutting edge after upgrades. With a 200 to 300 kilometers detection range in the BM variant, it tracks 24 targets simultaneously, locking onto 8, serving as a flying command center that guides lesser jets like Su-35s and links ground radars with air defenses like S-400. This net-centric role turns squadrons into integrated swarms, sharing data in real time, a precursor to modern drone warfare. In analysis, it outclasses the F-15's APG-63V3 in multi-target handling, though the F-22's APG-77 edges in stealth integration. Weaknesses: the radar's power draw limits endurance, and its size makes the MiG-31 less maneuverable in dogfights, trading agility for reach. As an interceptor, the MiG-31 is armed with fearsome long-range missiles. The R-33 AA-9 Amos is the standard with 120-kilometer range, ideal for downing bombers, while upgrades brought the R-37M AA-13 Axehead with 300-plus kilometers longer than the AIM-120D's 180 kilometers, allowing shoot-and-scoot tactics against AWACS or tankers. Add medium-range R-77s and short-range R-60s, and it's flexible against diverse threats. In Ukraine, R-37Ms have claimed Ukrainian MiG-29s from standoff. Highlighting its BVR dominance, though, countermeasures like U.S. mauled decoys could saturate it in a NATO scenario. To maintain its relevance, the MiG-31 is constantly upgraded. The MiG-31BM features digital cockpits, enhanced avionics, and Kinjal integration, while the DZ's refueling probe extends reach to global strike. With 250-plus in inventory, down from 500 at Cold War peak, it's projected for service until 2035, bridging to the PKDP MiG-41 interceptor. Analytically, this longevity stems from Russia's budget constraints. Upgrading beats new builds, but aging airframes many 1980s vintage risk structural failures, as seen in 2023 crashes. Compared to China's J-20, the MiG-31 lacks stealth but wins in speed. Versus the F-22, it's outmatched in low observable tech, but holds the hypersonic card. The MiG-31 is operated only by Russia and Kazakhstan, with export denials to Syria, Algeria, and Iran, underscoring its strategic sensitivity. Radar and missiles are crown jewels not for sharing. High costs, 30 Mensurshala maintenance annually per squadron limit appeal, adding to its mystique as Russia's exclusive ace. In a world of drone swarms and hypersonics, its role evolves from lone wolf to network node. But vulnerabilities to EW electronic warfare like U.S. EA-18G Growlers could blunt it in high-end fights. From an analyst's perspective, the MiG-31 embodies Russia's asymmetric edge, prioritizing speed and reach over stealth. It's a deterrent in frozen theaters like the Arctic, where U.S. carriers hesitate. Yet, in Taiwan contingencies, its non-stealthy profile invites preemptive strikes. As hypersonics proliferate, expect MiG-31Ks to anchor kill chains against U.S. assets, forcing Pentagon planners to rethink A2AD countermeasures. It's a wild card, fast, deadly, and irreplaceable in Moscow's arsenal. Stay tuned for more as we track its next moves.